Hey everyone. I know everybody's jumping on the hate Diablo 4 bandwagon, and I'm not here to defend them because the truth be told, it's deserved, it's self inflicted. However, I was going through my daily Reddit dose and I came across this post, and I've hidden the name of the person that posted it, but I want to dive into just some of the things that are being said and just interject my 2 cents worth. So, like I said, as I was going through Reddit today, I saw this post, and as you can see here, a lot of issues in this game could be fixed with just a few tweaks. Blizzard is just stubborn. Now, I have to say, I have had my fair share of knocking down Activision and Blizzard for some of the things that they've done with Diablo 4. And to be honest with you, initially, I probably would have agreed with this statement 6, 7 weeks ago. But now that I've had time to dive into everything and kind of see what has transpired since the launch of Diablo 4, I have the following perspective and thought process on what's going on. And here it is. So I was leaning towards this kind of feeling that what the hell is going on with Blizzard? Like, all they really need to do is just tweak things, show some positive growth, and this game will be that much better for it. And really, little steps, little steps, little steps. And why are they being so pigheaded about it? Just fix it. Why are they being so stubborn? Like this post. And the sentiment that Blizzard can fix things, but isn't because they're stubborn. Well, I have an argument that I think is the actual fact of what's going on. Now, again, what I'm about to say is my opinion, and it's just based on the research that I've been doing and having played the game since day one, and I still continue to play this game. Now, I am not playing it as much and for as long every day, but I am logging in every evening. So I am still playing the game. So here's my thought process. Blizzard isn't fixing things because they're stubborn. They're not fixing things because they can't fix things. There's no end game here. And let me explain. If Blizzard were to fix all the issues that have been brought forward by the player base, the lack of class balance, the lack of endgame content, the repetitive nature of the grind vis-a-vis doing the campaigns over and over, having to do the renown, the stash issues, etc., etc. You get my point. These things are all fixable issues. There's games out there that have solutions to these problems. We are not talking about an indie game studio here. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar corporation with self-proclaimed 9,000 plus development team that worked on this game for 6 years. So this isn't a fly by night Mickey Mouse, stay with me here, Mickey Mouse organization. Okay? This is a multi-billion dollar corporation that has created some of the most iconic games with longevity and huge player bases. So they have the tools and the equipment to do it. But I would argue that they're not doing it because they know they're chasing a brick wall. There's nothing at the end. All they have is what we are currently seeing. So they can't fix things because there's no end state. I hope that makes sense. Like, they don't have more end-game content. They don't. They have what we are playing right now. This is what we're dealing with, and this is why Blizzard is in no rush to fix things. And although they've said we don't intend on slowing down the game, well, talk is cheap. I will listen to someone, but actions speak louder than words. So although they may be saying all the right things, what they're doing is the opposite. So when they said on the campfire that their intention is not to slow down the game, really? You increased the leaving dungeon time by 2 seconds, and then due to everyone yelling and screaming about it, you then popped it back to 3 seconds. You have backtracking in Nightmare Dungeons. You purposely have created an inventory issue where when you complete a Helltide, a Nightmare Dungeon, which is endgame content, you have to go back to a city, you have to review it, you have to trash it or keep it. My point is, you see where I'm getting at? Everything is stop and reset, stop and reset, stop and reset, stop and reset. Everything is about getting you to stop grinding, analyze, trash, store, go back out. One time. Come back, analyze, trash, store, go back out. Its whole premise is based on delaying. Even the way they have approached the hot patches and the patch notes. You know, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Take, give, take, give, take, give. Back and forth, right? Rob Peter to pay Paul. The problem is, we're Peter in this scenario. We're the ones being robbed. We're not Paul, right? They're paying themselves. Why? Because all this back and forth, give and take, give and take. Okay, the game started with relatively balanced classes, literally not even 24 hours into the game. During the race to 100, they noticed that players were going to complete and achieve level 100 fairly quickly, and 2 classes came out as shining stars, the Rogue and the Barbarian, and immediately within 24 hours, they nerfed those 2 classes. And they nerfed them again because they're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, guys, don't be fooled. They know exactly what is going on. They know how many players are playing, what tasks they're doing, how long it's taking them to do it, how long it takes someone to reach, how long it takes someone to finish the campaign, how long it takes someone to finish level 100. They have all these stats. This is $1 billion corporation. So in the background, comments like this don't help. They're stubborn. They're not stubborn. They're smart. They're looking at the data, live data, and they're like, holy crap, guys, everybody's getting to the finish line too quick. We got nothing else to show them. Slow it down. Poof, nerfs. Oh crap, there's way too much people hating on the game, this and that. Our player base is dropping. Again, they're looking at the stats. They can see the dive. The stats from June to July are staggering. Staggering. So they see this, well, they have to react. Okay, let's buff everything. Okay, that lasted a couple of weeks. Do you see why things take 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? The nerfs happen instantly, within 24 hours when the game was launched during the race to 100. Instantly. Because they don't have a problem slowing down the game, because it helps their end state, which is prolong, because they haven't established shit. This game is still in beta. This game feels like a game that's in beta, right? There's a reason why they're hiring lead designers as we speak. Why would you be hiring lead designers if there was no problem? They're hiring lead designers not solely because of the backlash, but because there's no end state past what we have. So I did a video 4 weeks ago, and I did up this chart where I put the seasonal timeline. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. And the premise of the video was, guys, we don't have time here. Like, the way the player base is deteriorating in this game, like, we're not going to make it. Because in the video, I say a lot of people are saying, I'm going to come back. See, the game will be ready Season 3, Season 4. That's That's first quarter and second quarter 2024. Okay? That's 8-9 months from now. The way this game is deteriorating, do you honestly believe it's still going to be there? So we have a huge dilemma here, in the sense that I don't know if this is going to take a miracle. I don't know how else to say it. This is going to take a miracle. Right now, Blizzard can do no right. They're taking forever to improve the game. They haven't addressed the core issues. They didn't even get Season 1 right. People are bored of the game. A new season. A month, not even a month into the new season, and people complaining by the droves of how boring it is. And whippy-doo, malignant hearts. In the promotional videos and all the literature on the season of the Malignant, the video goes on to talk about how when you activate these malignant hearts, these grandiose enemies are going to spawn, and it's going to be the fight of your life. Have you fought one of these malignant heart bosses? I don't even know if you can even call them bosses. It literally takes 1 second, half a second, to kill them, and the 2 or 3 other mobs that spawn with it. It's a joke. It literally is an exercise in futility. I don't even do them anymore. I'll see a heart pop up on the ground. 9 out of 10 times, I'll just avoid it. It's not worth it. I have everything I need. Why do it? I don't get anything other than another Malignant Heart that that just crams up my inventory. I don't have the space. So I just walk away. So the point of this video is I wanted to react to this comment on Reddit. And I'm sorry, I don't believe that Blizzard is just stubborn and that they don't want to fix this game because they're stubborn. They don't want to fix this game because there's no fixing. It's that simple. There's no fixing. It's not like they already have in their toolkit, they already have a roadmap where all the classes are balanced. Like they have this, right? They're just waiting to implement it and test it. Like it's phase 3. Okay? And currently we're in phase 1. Okay? Let's go with that example. All right? And phase 3 is first, second quarter 2024, right? No, they don't have that. There is no roadmap. The road ended here. I personally think they haven't gotten past season 2 because we know season 1 was already done in conjunction with the launch of the game. They had already tested it. They were just finalizing testing. And actually, when they launched the game and subsequently launched season 1, season 2 was they were already testing season 2. So the road ended at season 2, where there's nothing beyond that as far, because season 2 takes us to 2024, to January. If you look at the timing of seasons being 3 months, it takes us to January of 2024 with a week or so in between the seasons. Okay? Season 1 ends in October. Season 2 starts third week, last week of October, depending on how much time they want in between. And that gives us October, November, and December, mid-January, let's just say, okay? For season 2 to be over. So that's as far as the road that they have. So they're not stubborn. There's no end state. There's no roadmap. So of course, delay. In other words, they're buying time. They're buying time. Anyway, that's my rant. I would love to hear your feedback and comments. Am I like out to lunch on this? I have to say, I am disappointed. I'm disappointed for many reasons. Number one, I hate the fact that I have to create content like this and it being negative. Because I'll be honest with you, I really enjoy playing this game to a certain degree. Now, like I said, I don't play it as much. I don't play it for as long. But I am still playing it. And I'm getting to the point now where I'm contemplating, like, am I being a hypocrite? Like, I'm creating content that talks about the current state of the game, and I can't bullshit. The game is, the numbers speak for themselves. I'm not blind. Like, I read Reddit, I read Twitter, I see what's going on Twitch, where the game was getting hundreds of thousands of views a day, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views a day, 4,000 or 5,000 channels streaming it, and now one big streamer after another quitting the game, and now they average 3, 4, 5, 10,000 depending on the day of the hour of the day. So the numbers don't lie. I can't bullshit. I'm not going to come out here and say, hey, things are great. I would love to, because the reason why I continue to make Diablo 4 content is not because I want to shit on the developer. It's the last thing I want to do. Is I want to somehow do my part in trying to keep the dialogue open, and also by some miracle hope that this game gets fixed. But unless this new lead designer comes in and miraculously can turn this thing around in 60, 90 days, I don't even know if they have that much time. I don't know. I just don't see where this is going. It pains me to say that. I hate being so negative, but I have to be true to what reality is, and this is the reality. And I do want to say one thing though. Sorry, the rant will continue. You know, a lot of people are shitting on those two women, those developers. I believe they're Nightmare Dungeon people. They just helped design it or something. One was senior and one was lower level. Um, they're taking a lot of heat and a lot of crap from the community. And I'm sorry. Of course, you're entitled to your opinion, and you can say whatever you want. It's your keyboard, it's your space on the internet. You have that right, I guess. But do you honestly think those two women, they're the ones that thought of the idea of, hey, let's do a stream and take a video of us playing a dungeon? Do you really think it was their idea? Is it fair to criticize them when they were probably told, hey, we need you guys to go demonstrate a Nightmare Dungeon? Now, I'm not going to argue with people that say, look, if you're designing the game in any fashion, you should at least play the game. I'm not going to refute that. I totally agree with that. Like, if I was on a development team designing a game, I would be playing that game, because personally, I feel it would help me do my job better. But that's my opinion, and I know a lot of people share that opinion. So I'm not arguing that point. Okay? They absolutely should have done a better job of demonstrating that they know how to play the game. Like, even if you don't play the game and you know that you're going to be doing this with the current environment in Diablo 4, how toxic it is right now, I would have, whatever time for lead time I would have had from the time I was told I needed to do this to the time I had to do it, I would have spent every waking hour possible playing that dungeon and speaking to every designer of the game regarding the mechanics, the skills. I would have done my homework and spoken to someone that played that class. What should I be doing? What are the mechanics? What works best? Blah, 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 right? So I'm not going to argue that. They should have done a better job. But why shit on them for doing their job? Because they were not, this wasn't their idea. They were told. Who you should be shitting on are the people that thought of that idea and said to these two poor women, you do this because we need help on improving our image. So they use these two poor souls as guinea pigs to try to change the narrative on the game. So just remember that for the next time we get those types of videos. These people are being told to do it. Okay? So anyway, that's my rant. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry for the long-winded video. I just wanted to say my piece. I don't know what it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. I've said this many times in all my videos. This game has such a tremendous foundation. I really do think the best thing Blizzard could do right now, and this, call me crazy, I really think they need to pull the plug and say, you know what, guys? We've heard you loud and clear. we are not going to dick you around anymore. We're pulling the product off the shelf and we're going to relaunch the game in an undetermined time. And then eternally, like, again, I don't know what the lead time and where they're at with this lead designer. But obviously, eternally, they will know the timing, how much time things take. Like, I don't know these details, but they would. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They have thousands of people working on this game. Thousands. This is World of Warcraft developer. StarCraft. Like, they've done big titles. They know what it takes to develop new content. They do. So I think pull the plug. I think the gaming community might respect that and own up to it. We fucked up and we're going to fix it and make it right with you guys. For those of you that are going to entrust us, I promise you when we come back, this is going to be the game you all wanted. And now a lot of people are never going to come back because, look, Blizzard already has a tarnished image and it doesn't take much to make the fan base go away, a certain population. But I really do think a lot of the players will come back. I know personally I'll miss playing the game, even though I have to admit it's boring right now. It does. It's boring. But I think I would actually respect that kind of move because it shows they're serious and it's more about the quality of the game than it is to keep stringing the player base along because every 3 months is another quarter. So financially, they need to make something and show something. Anyway, that's my rant. Thanks for listening, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Look, I would love to hear your comments, your feedback. Tell me I'm out to lunch. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me you agree. What are your thoughts? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Blizzard is stubborn. Maybe they do have a roadmap that's a year out and they have all these grandiose ideas, but they're just stringing us along and they want to prolong it as much as possible. You think that's the case? Or do you believe what I said, that they're not stubborn? Well, they may be stubborn, but they're not stubborn because they're not stubborn and not fixing things. I think the roadmap is very short. Doesn't go past season 2. That's why they're stalling everything. Anyway, give me your comments. I would really appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my very new YouTube channel. We're like months old. So we're a very tiny channel in this internet world. So your support would mean the world to me. So if you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And for those of you that continue to watch my videos, subscribe to my channel, and support my channel, you have no idea how much it means to me. Thank you. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.